Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And we are in the roomiest 3-row SUV from Lexus here in Texas. I had to. The brand new 2024 Lexus TX 350. This is the premium trim. And in this video, we're going to tell you how this big 3-row vehicle fits our family of 3. Stay tuned. All right, Holly. I've been joking about this one for a while.
Yeah, I don't think they're humored by it. I think you're the only one humored by it. Dad jokes.
Yes, and I'm not the only one, but I will say there's some connotations that I didn't know until I started posting online the phrase Lexus Texas. If you're watching this video, don't Google it. But
can you even say that?
All of that. I mean, yes.
Is your video gonna even get taken down?
No.
Okay.
I should be fine. But yes.
Okay.
Anyway, we've had this one for a week now. You lamented because I took it away from you as I drove to the airport in Dallas in this, leaving you with the other vehicle we're testing.
Yeah, that was rude. No, it wasn't. I like the other one.
I figured as much. But brings me to, what are your thoughts? We'll start outside and work our way inside and then talk about driving. What are your thoughts on this 2024 Lexus TX 350?
I hate to say it, start off the video this way, but the outside is pretty unremarkable.
Yes, okay, thank you.
I didn't think the pictures of it were exceptionally stunning either, but I think the pictures make it look better than it does in actual real life, even.
Is it because I took pictures by the Christmas tree?
No, I'm talking about like press pictures. But no, that did make it look better. There are some things about the outside design styling choices that I do like, and that is the black accent piece back here on the back top, and then how the roof kind of like goes out a little bit further than the back end. That does give it some an interesting element to a rather uninteresting design. There's just not a lot of curves. Let me explain it. There's not a lot of curves. It's just very flat. Not even on the front. It kind of looks like it's not finished because it's just there.
All right, Gearheads. We have discussed nothing on this vehicle beforehand. I generally just plop her behind the wheel and wait until she gives her insight on camera. So this is the first I've heard of this, but I am in 100% agreement with you. And for a brand such as Lexus, which is the premium extension of Toyota, I feel like this is the most phone-it-in vehicle in the Lexus lineup. And
oh, that's harsh.
What I mean by that, yes. This is based on the Toyota Grand Highlander, which itself is an answer to a problem of the traditional Highlander in the small back seat. This really is completely usable in all 3 rows. I'll climb back there and show you when we're doing Tucker's child safety seat. This is usable in all 3 rows, but I feel like they were just ready to adapt the Grand Highlander for the Lexus lineup that, like you said, it kind of just feels unfinished. To me, this is the least Lexus feeling Lexus that we've tested.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Not to me.
Not to you? What are your thoughts, T-Man?
I like the color.
Of course you like the color, yes. I like the color as well. That is perhaps its most redeeming quality. And the interesting part about that, since we're already on the color, thank you, Tucker, we are in a pre-production unit.
Right.
So they make a few before they go into full production for people such as us, for the press to review it. So there are some technicalities and details that may be worked out in between when this was made and when they went into full production. One of which, based on the build and price on their website, is this color. I cannot find of any trim this red.
Yeah.
Like,
It's interesting.
so if you like this one as it sits, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry
Sorry
for your
about the
life.
red.
Yeah. But yes, Tucker, I too really like the red. It's a deep red with a lot of metallic.
One more thought about it.
Okay. What's your one more thought?
I like that it has 3 rows.
Yes.
I know you like that it has 3 rows. And you lament that I have not put your child seat back there for you to ride back there. To that, I am sorry. This is a 6-seater, so 2, 2, 2 going all the way back. But I guess now is as good a time as any to actually install his child safety seat. And I actually do it in both rows back there and in forward and rear facing configurations. All right, so talking child safety seats and the Lexus TX. I'm gonna go ahead and push the button here because we are actually gonna start in this 50-50 split 3rd row seat, which I'll go ahead and show you. It's easy enough to climb into. And as we move back here, I am in the upright position, but these are power recline seats. So you get a nice level of recline back here. I'm gonna go ahead and set it back up to its most upright position, which is right here, and call out just a few things of note while I'm back here. We do have USB-C power in this little grab handle for getting in and out. The power button right here, power recline. We've got cup holders here in the sides, including a place to attach those removable cup holders from the 2nd and 1st rows. And then we do have top tethers here on the backs of the front seats. I'll show you that in just a moment. But pulling the seat all the way back, I can ride back here, but again, the most comfortable position is probably going to be a reclined one. But all that works very nicely. Not only do I have the power button up here to fold the seat forward, but I do have an emergency mechanical latch right there, so I can get out very nicely and quickly. Last thing to note, ceiling vents in the 2nd and 3rd row back here. Huge kudos there. And also, since Tucker's car seat is ultimately riding here in this position right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the seatbelt in this little clip for it so it's not rattling around at any point in time. And it's easier for me to climb out of this 3rd row. I could have done that a little bit easier, but let's go ahead and bring Tucker's child safety seat in. This is his Graco Extend-to-Fit car seat that we have had since he was rearward facing, which we'll go ahead and put it in rear facing format and show you just how much room we have here in the 2nd row. Okay, so yes, Tucker's child seat is in its rear facing format back there in the back. Okay, not that bad here in the 2nd row. I can ride very comfortably here, even with a child seat in its rear facing format back there. But let's spin that around and put it where most 3rd row child seat passengers are going to ride the forward facing configuration. Don't know how many parents are putting rear facing car seats all the way back here in the back, but if you need to, you can, and you can easily fit 2 across back here in either forward or rearward facing. But yeah, just to show you how little room there is there. But where you might actually be putting car seats in back here more is in the front facing configuration. I'm going to go ahead and throw this top tether back underneath these headrests back here. These are folding headrests, so they don't extend upward, so you really have to wedge that through there. And then we do have lower latch points on both seats back here, though finding them is a mite tricky. Where are you?
Eventually.
I will note, this is a pre-production vehicle, so finding these lower latch points is next to impossible. I hope that is something that is changed in the production version of the TX, but it's really covered up. I have the seat cloth back here. It's kind of a two-handed process to get that one in. Oh boy, So over here is going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm going to go ahead and give myself all the slack in the world. Let's see. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. Come on. There we go. And we are latched into place. And then we can tighten this thing down like so. Now, let's go around to the back and see just how easy it is to put that top tether on. Coming to the back of the TX, it is a power lift gate, so that is nice. And as you can see back here, we do have top tethers hidden back here, so you can very easily attach it and have it good to go there. The seat itself is firm back here, so you're not going to be doing any long-term damage to the seat itself, and you can tighten that down fairly easily one-handed just because of how, well, square everything is back here. So that's a nice solid fit and gives us plenty of cargo space back here. Even still, more cargo space back here than the LX that we've tested, which is based on the Sequoia. This, of course, is based on the Grand Highlander. Whoop, I hit the wrong button there. Now she's mad at me. But these are power folding rear seats. And you can see just how much rear seat space or rear cargo space is in here when these seats are folded down. I'll put all the official numbers for behind the third, behind the second, and behind the first row here on screen. But you can see plenty of room even behind the third row with the third row up, even more so when you fold that third row down. But now let's go and put Tucker's car seat in that second row and show you just how much room we have up front when it is all the way up there. Okay, now to the second row. Again, we'll start in rear facing format first and move it around to forward facing. So this is where I had the front seat before. You can see there is a little bit of a gap. So I'm gonna go ahead and move forward the front seat up here until we are sitting flush there in the second row. And you can see we can kind of snug that down nicely. Now let's take a look at what that does to front seat passenger space. Moving in, very nice, very comfy. Ultimately, I would like to ride a little bit further back, but plenty of room in here. This is a very spacious vehicle all the way around, and you can see I am very comfortable. Knees are not in the dash. The dash is nice and up and out of the way, and I've got plenty of room all the way around. Now, let's move this back and put Tucker's child safety seat in its position for him. Okay, so space up there is good, as with all rows in this, and Lexus really has a winner for 3-row comfortability, really in all different positions. All right, swapping this around, again, I showed you when we were in the third row, the third row, or the top tethers on the back of the second row captain's chairs, but I'm gonna go ahead, throw this top tether back behind this extending headrest, which is a nice touch, and snug this thing down. These lower latch points are much easier to get to. So if you've got a kid in a car seat, you're definitely going to want to use the second row versus the third row. Those lower latch points, I did kind of rip some skin off my finger just trying to get them latched into place. But here we go, that is latched in rather nicely. I will say these are not child seat friendly second row seats. So I've now limited this seat to simply its slide functionality to climb back in the third row from this side of the vehicle. Though I still have a decent amount. I'm sure a kid can get back here rather easily, but an adult may want to go to the other side. This does also give me plenty of room to be able to attach the top tether back here to the back and secure this seat down. Oh boy, accidentally hit the button there, but it allows me to secure this seat down very nicely and easily here from the side. I will note, unlike the third row seat, we are doing some damage to the seating material because you have a nice squishy corner up here on the back of the seat panel. So as you tighten this down, you are going to be squishing the seat material down here. So if you've got a car seat here for a long period of time, just something to note, you're probably going to have some wear marks from that top tether. But the slide functionality, just how far these travel, is a real plus for us. And we can snug this down very nicely and very easily. I will say, all told, I would give this seat a solid A-, only because they are not child seat friendly. Second row seats, you have really only the slide functionality for getting in the third row. Third row, I give a solid D, just because of how hard those lower latch points were to find. I really hope that is a pre-production issue, but there you have it. A- for here, D for that third row, but plenty of room in all three rows. Okay, Holly, so it is big. It is a 3-row. Adults can sit in all 3 rows comfortably. There's more storage in the back of this than the last big Lexus we drove. But why don't we bring it inside and talk about storage in here, design in here, comfort, quality materials, all that good stuff. With the question, what are your initial thoughts getting in?
I feel like my initial thoughts on the inside would be affected by the price range. It's all right. I mean, kind of the same. I mean, I wouldn't like just get in the, I didn't just get in the car and think,
Ooh, Lexus.
well, yeah, I definitely did not. I was saying I didn't get in the car and be like, this is pretty terrible. But I did not get in saying, ooh, yeah, Lexus either. I'm not sure this is a interesting design choice. I'm not sure if I like it or not. On the one hand, these are the cup holders.
Yes. Removable cup holders, both here and in the center of the captain stairs back there, which itself has a removable tray. So
I think I would like them better if they were not square. I guess the square confuses me.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
But I do kind of like that you can remove them, because then you can put something else in this spot if you wanted to. But then again, it's open.
Yeah,
it's just open.
Which
so
we know
it's
you
not
don't like.
No, I don't think anybody would like that.
Just open storage.
Just open space. But if you needed something, I mean, you probably wouldn't put something that you're just going to leave there the whole time. The whole time? Oh. It would probably just be like, I need to put something here for a moment.
That's
this
very
is
deep.
Pretty big and deep, so we have our
And
little
felt lined.
bag and felt lined, so nothing's gonna be
rattling
around in there that we've had issues with before. I don't know. I don't know if I.
What did you think about, or did you even notice?
I didn't notice that. Hello, I do like that.
Yeah.
And it's hidden.
Yep.
What is it?
A hidden
It's
storage.
a hidden storage space up here. I do like that.
And big storage cubbies here in the door in the grab handle area. Storage down there. I've got storage underneath the console over here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But not.
I feel like everything in front of you, anything IP related, is 100% copy and paste from the last 2 Lexus products we've been in, the RX and the RZ. There's nothing different, distinguishable.
I mean, you can see like over here with this black that they like to use, there's fingerprints, there's like streaks where you can tell it was like wiped down but not
cleaned.
Yeah, it's I don't love that, but
generally just meh in here, mid as the kids say. As we are turning on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, we can talk about how this thing rides. We are on 20-inch wheels. They do offer bigger, but Tucker, back there in the second row, how is your wobbly head on this brick street?
A little wobbly.
Little wobbly, but I would say rides like a big Lexus. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's not loud.
I mean, that bump right there is the worst on this stretch. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. The only rattles are from the things that we've got up here, including your little mini can that does not fit in these cup holders appropriately, even though there are little grabbers for smaller items, not mini cans.
Not mini cans.
Yeah. But There is that.
Yeah.
We'll talk power here in a little bit because I do have a few more questions about the interior design, layout, and such.
Are we going to talk about the steering wheel?
Yeah, go ahead.
It needs to be squishier.
Really?
I
thought
did
it was
you?
fairly nice compared to some of the other vehicles we've driven lately.
I don't know.
That isn't my big gripe with it.
Oh, what's my big gripe?
My big gripe is those.
I'm driving a Lexus and this does not feel like a
Yeah. Okay. My big gripe are those stupid buttons. I dislike them
What's wrong with the button?
with a passion.
There's not very many.
Well, they are
be
multi-purpose, and that is the problem.
That is an issue.
I drove home from the airport in Dallas at night in the rain, and just trying to change tracks on songs because of those touch-sensitive, multi-touch buttons, multi-purpose buttons. If you just hit the button that is traditionally the track forward button without like resting your finger there first for it to realize that somebody's about to push the button, it does nothing.
It does nothing.
It was just... Anyway, I go into a further rant in my solo review, so I'll keep it minimal here. But yes, this does have Lexus Safety Sense 3.0. While we're talking about the steering wheel, you've got eyeballs looking back at you that alert you when you're not paying attention or tell you to sit up when it thinks you're slouching. I say things because I kind of pick at my beard some, and sometimes it does not like that. Or if I drive one-handed, it does not like.
It's supposed to be 10 and 2, honey. 10 and 2.
I know.
10 and 2. Let me talk a little bit about the size, driving.
Okay. Yes, please.
Oh, did you have more questions about the interior?
We can.
Okay, driving. I was surprised because last night I wanted to do. You just sent me off, but we had my mom over. We have our 2 cars in the driveway, and then we had this one in the driveway that you had parked in a different position, and we have a steep driveway. And I just needed to pop over to the grocery store really quick. And you're like, go drive the Lexus. And I'm like, like, we have it parked weird. There's extra cars in the driveway. I felt a little, it's humongous.
It is big. It is very big.
I'm like, it's going to take me 20 minutes to turn this car around enough to get it down our driveway. And I was really surprised that this did not feel like driving a humongous tank down the thing. And it did not take me 20 turns.
Yep. So light.
So that was nice.
But not too light steering, like the appropriate weight.
The appropriate weight. Yes, I was expecting to.
Well, we did.
Like a Tahoe or something.
More room in here than a Tahoe. And then we've got the cameras. We've got them on automatic setting right now. But as you slow down in automatic setting, you've got 360 cameras. You've got their invisible car system that remembers what you've driven over and displays underneath where the car would be in that bird's eye image. So
I've really liked the cameras in here. It was easy to park this beast at the grocery store.
Yep.
With the cameras and stuff like that, no issues.
So
easy to back up.
Pretty good tech, pretty good visibility. I mean, the windows are big. The mirrors are of decent size.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all around, good visibility in it. Good comfort. How's your seat?
There's a head-up display. The seat's all right. It hugs you a little bit, so I like that. I wish it was a little bit softer on the back. Is there a lumbar? I didn't do lumbar. Oh, nice. There is. How nice.
There is.
That
Two-person
changes
memory
things.
or three-person?
Three-person memory.
Three-person memory over there. So there are conveniences in here.
For sure.
Like, it is still Lexus, but I just feel like some of the materials are...
Yeah, is that because it's a pre-production model?
No,
that's
I
it.
think
That's
this
it.
is
That's
all...
what they're going with on the dashboard?
I do believe.
All right.
I will ask, leather or not? The seats and everything. It's
Leather?
Lexus. Nope.
Nope.
They're NuLuxe is what they call it. So this is not, in fact, leather. It is simulated leather. But we do have...
Can't tell.
captain's chairs, like I said, 222 all the way back. We have heated and ventilated. Tucker does not have heated back there. You have to go up package. But I will say what I like about these, they don't remember where they were set on heat or ventilation, but you can set them to automatic as with the heated steering wheel. So based on your level of comfort on your dual zone front comfort controls, it'll heat or ventilate your seat. Mine is currently cooling. I don't know about yours, but I would assume it is. There is actually a third zone climate control back here in the back, which we can control up here as well. So I like this system. I mean, they've moved everything to digital buttons. It's better than some we've experienced, that Audi. But I mean, it's just okay. Everything in here just feels okay to me.
Yeah.
It does not feel Lexus. And to my point earlier that you said was a bold claim, it just kind of feels phoned in. It feels like they quickly swiped a coat of Lexus paint
Did a check
on what is a Toyota product and was first and foremost a Toyota product. So you mentioned earlier having thoughts on the interior based a little more on knowing the price. Before we get into the price, I want to talk a little bit fuel economy. Again, I took this to Dallas and back. It's had a lot of highway miles. 21.8 mpg from the turbo 4-cylinder that is not a hybrid. You really have to go way up in the hierarchy of the TX to get the hybrid. This one's front wheel drive only, like this model. Like, I don't know, it feels like they left out a lot of options that you could get on the Toyota as well, including the more efficient hybrid powertrain. I'm looking for the window sticker. It's on my phone. But yeah, I can tell you what Toyota's estimated fuel economy is. Again, this being a pre-pro, we don't have the full window sticker. 21 city, 27 highway, 23 combined. So not even seeing that. We are seeing 21 city, but fairly consistently 21. But care to guess the price?
3-row Lexus 68.
Oh, she heard you.
Oh, what'd I say? Oh, because I said Lexus.
Yeah. Fairly close. 63,888. So there were
8 in there.
Okay. 63,888. I don't know why I keep getting stuck on that one. But this one does start at 57,100. We've got a few options like those captain's chairs, technology package, cold weather package, Mark Levinson sound system, yada, 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 for 63,888.
That's not too bad with the head-up display and the heated and ventilated seats.
Would you like to know my thoughts?
Sure, go ahead.
Save your money.
Oh boy.
Get the Toyota.
Oh boy.
And not the Toyota you're thinking of. Again, I did reference this is based on the Grand Highlander. Don't get that one.
Oh boy.
You will get more luxury, more comfort, more space, especially in the second row, if you get the Toyota Sienna.
The minivan.
Platinum trim with the super long slide second row seats with ottomans, leg rests.
Plot twist.
You get a screen that comes out of the ceiling. You do have to give up a few things. It uses Toyota's old infotainment system with a tiny screen and terrible cameras. But I honestly think that is the best, most comfortable 3-row vehicle that they offer, and is, in the grand scheme of things, more luxurious than this Lexus TX. What are your thoughts?
I do like the Sienna.
And
It's easier to get in and out of than the
and I didn't even mention, those are all-wheel drive, or that one was all-wheel drive, I should say. All-wheel drive, they are all hybrids. This one's not a hybrid. This one is front-wheel drive only. So you get better fuel economy.
More luxury.
More luxury for less money. Like,
I'm in.
Wait, a backseat driver.
Tucker's being a backseat driver. So I ask you, knowing that information, this one in our family or no?
No.
I'm gonna keep this one.
And Tucker wants to keep this one because he likes the red. And on that note, if you want to see more from Holly, from Tucker, go find her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, everything at GT Garage Talk. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, in the big 3-row Lexus TX 350, until next time, gearheads. Bye. Tucker, are you ready?
Yes.
What in the world? Can you
It's like
stick
for a
stuff in
parking
there?
ticket.
Okay. No.
Mhm.
For our pictures, we don't get parking tickets.
Not
We
like
don't
a
get tickets.
not a violation ticket,
Oh.
like when I went to the airport.
I'm gonna get.
I don't even see.
He's right behind us in our lane. Blue skidoo, we did too.
Ma, you drove over glass.